We'll start with a question from me. Holger, can you just talk about that match, first Grand Slam match against the world number one? Tell us about the experience playing on Arthur Ashe.
Yeah, it was a crazy experience, playing against Novak Djokovic on Arthur Ashe is probably one of a dream come true, and, to be able to win one set as well was great. I had high beliefs in myself throughout the whole match, and first set, the score was pretty easy for him, but I thought it was even a good level of tennis for both, and then unfortunately my fitness let me down. I was starting cramping already in the beginning of the third set, and from there on it was tough. I knew if I had to win, I really had to fight for every point, and with my body at this point, it was impossible.
Open up question, Mark.
Mark Brown from the Post. What do you think about the crowd cheering you on and chanting?
Yeah, it was great. I never felt anything like this. It was unbelievable feeling staying there, and I tried to give the crowd something, fight for every point, be pumped and everything, and the crowd was unbelievable. I couldn't have asked for more. I've never tried anything like this, so it was a pretty sick feeling.
Brian Mahoney from the Associated Press. One, did you know they were saying your name? Some people thought, even Novak thought they were booing. I
thought so too. I was actually like at one point they were cheering for me, and at the other point they were booing. I was like, what is going on? But then all of a sudden, actually first after the match I found out that they said Rune. So I was, when I heard that I was happy because I didn't understand it in the match. But as I said, it was a crazy crowd. The best I've ever felt in my life.
And obviously you couldn't be yourself the whole match with you, but the experience of playing Novak, what makes him so good? What did he do that maybe you'd never seen before from another player?
I think he's incredible consistent. It's like he never gives you anything. You have to really win every point by yourself, and especially behind your serve, you have really to put almost every first serve, because otherwise he's stepping in on the baseline and really putting you under pressure, and that's just a huge pressure, and you really want to hold your serve, because if he hits his spot, it's tough to break him, and he's just a tough player to play. But I was like, I'm not saying if I was physically 100% I would beat him for sure, but I would definitely have a chance.
Can you explain how your Matt Futterman from the New York Times, can you explain how your coaching situation works? You have a few different people, a few different voices. Who's on the court with you most? Who do you get your guidance from?
Yeah, my coach is Lars. He's a Danish coach, and we've been together since I was 6 years old. So it's been a long journey, and then I have my mom always with me who travels, and that's like my normal team, like traveling. And then Patrick was there, my agent, everything. So I think I had great support from the crowd and from my team as well.
Any more questions in the room, Craig?
Craig Gabriel from Australia. Holger, I don't know if anybody's asked you this, but curious as to the bag you brought on. IKEA?
What?
Was that an IKEA bag that you brought on board?
Yeah, it was.
What's the connection there?
Nothing. Nothing. I think it's a nice bag, and I can have all my drinks there and all my bananas and everything, so it just suits me pretty well to go on court.
Any more questions in the room? Matt?
You mentioned Patrick. Does he oversee Lars, or Patrick?
Yeah.
Does he oversee Lars, or does he talk with him or talk with you?
Yeah, we all keep in touch, but Lars is like my main coach, and we try to go as often as possible to his academy to train, because they have good players. It's amazing facilities there in the south of France. So but my main coach is Lars.
Just a reminder to those of you online, if you'd like to join the press conference, please use the chat function and message interview room 1. Otherwise, if there are no further questions in the room, here we go, online.
Lucia, you are live.
I'm sorry, Lucia here. You were playing very well. I'm sorry that happened. I also I read that you also had some cramps during the one of your matches in the qualifying event. Was that similar to what you experienced today?
I actually didn't have any cramp in the qualification. In the first match was tough physically for me as well, because I came right from clay tournaments back in Europe, so I was struggling a bit with the humidity. But today was not like struggling like because of the heat or humidity or anything. It was just I feel like in the beginning of the third set, my legs started tightening up, and I was like, oh, and then it just got worse and worse and worse. And I never want to stop matches. I want to complete them. I want to try to see if I can find solution. But you know, against like a player like Novak, it's tough if you can't move 100%. Even if you move 100%, you're not sure you're gonna beat him. So it's tough if you have no legs.
Thank you. Thank you very much.